Hi guys, it's your girl Marie here from Marie's Glam World, and I'm back today with a story time video. And so for today's video, the story time will be about my time getting caught sneaking out of the house. Now, if you're ready to hear the juicy details of this story time, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of this video. Peace.
I'm a diamond, not a piece of glass. Break my heart, you can kiss my ass. Walk away like I never knew ya. Got a new man, what's it to ya? I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond.
Alright, so let's get into this story time. So this story time took place, mind you, before I even get into the story, because this is going to be, I'm going to be spilling the beans. I mean, it's not really, the beans not hot. They real cold, but whatever. I'm going to be telling on myself. So, Mom, if you're watching this, skip this video. Skip this video. Skip this video. Anyway, so, this story takes place back when I was in high school. This occurred when I was in high school, and I was hanging with this one girl in particular. I feel like throughout my high school journey, just to give a little background, like I really floated when it came to friend group. Like the people I was hanging with my freshman year is not the same people I ended up hanging with my senior year. Like, you know, freshman year, you're still like, you're coming in from the middle school, everybody coming in from different middle schools. So you're getting to know yourself as well as who you're going to gravitate towards, who you mess well with, who you having classes with. So the same people that I was hanging with in middle school is not the same people I was hanging with, you know, throughout. Sorry, it's not the same people I was hanging with throughout my, you know, high school journey. To be like summer of freshman year. So the freshman year has passed. This is freshman year high school. Freshman year has passed. So we're in the summer leading up to sophomore year. Boom. So I was hanging with this girl at the time who was, I met her through, she went to a different middle school with me, but I met her because we were on the same color guard team. While I was in high school, I was in band the whole time, all 4 years. And I did color guard until like my senior year. I was doing kind of like color guard and cheering, but for the most part, freshman year, I was just in the band doing color guard, living my best life, swinging my little flag, bada boom, bada bang, whatever. So she happened to be on the team. We did summer camp together, and even in there, like we wasn't like, we just kind of like naturally gravitated towards each other. I feel like it wasn't a friendship that was kind of like forced, but we were friends for the time being. But okay, so she was already known in the school just from her endeavors in middle school. She kind of was already known and already kind of had a starting reputation for her. Actually gravitated towards each other. That really didn't affect me because what you got going on is what you got going on. That does not mean that's what I got going on. And at the time, I was still virgin. Think about that. Like, child, I won't even think about that. So, whatever. So, we ended up gravitating towards each other. And I think just because I was a genuine friend and I was somebody who didn't judge her. A lot of the females that would kick it with her, they'll 1 minute be cool and then, I mean, she had a couple, but we kind of had the mutual friends that she had, that we were kind of mutual, and we all were like, it was no judgment when it came to that. Because for me, I felt like you ain't doing shit different than a lot of the other females at the school. Everybody just know about your endeavors. Don't nobody know about their tea. That's why they can talk the way they be talking. But y'all, they doing the same thing. And I would be like, girl, don't be ashamed, because baby, they doing the same thing. So we gonna call this girl Soraya. That's a good name. So we gonna call her Soraya. So me and Soraya, we met at band camp. We was cool, kicking it. She would come to my house. I was spending at her house. Now, going to her house, it was a little bit like, her mom was more like free will. So she could sneak out of her house easy. Her mom would go upstairs, go to sleep. She's sneaking out her house easy. Now at my house, it was a little bit harder because my mama is everywhere, like everywhere. She don't know how to sit in one spot. You may think she upstairs and she really be downstairs in the garage, and then you sneaking out and then getting boom caught. So when it came to my house, I had to be a little bit more strategic. So it was this one summer night, she calls my phone and she's like, Deanna, I want you to go out with me, woo, like I'm with this dude. Okay, so they was probably with, let me see, I would say, we gonna call the one dude, I don't remember none of the dudes' names, to be honest. One dude was light skinned. We gonna call one dude light skinned and the other dude was dark skinned. And then she had, I think it was her cousin that was with her, and I don't even remember her name. So light skinned, dark skinned cousin, names, remember that. Anyway, so boom, she like, I'm with such and such woo coming. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come out because my mom is up. And this was around the time of like the BET Awards, so I knew my mom was gonna be up. Like I was like, I know she gonna be up because she gonna be wanting to watch the BET Awards. Okay, this is when TV was still TVing, before all the subscription stuff. So that just lets you know where we at, the time period we at. This is when TV was still TVing. So you staying up to watch these BET Awards, because it ain't no going on YouTube watch it. That wasn't a thing yet. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so anyway, I'm like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna get out because she downstairs watching the BET Awards, and she like, okay, well, we finna pull up, we finna come get you, so we find out a way, basically. I don't know how, that's how it sounded in my head. So whatever, that ain't all the details, that was a long time ago, but that's what it sounded like to me. So I'm like, okay, I hope y'all still following it. So I'm like, okay. So my bedroom, we stay in a house, in I would say a medium-sized community. I stayed in a house in a medium-sized community. And my bedroom, we stay in a three-story house, but my bedroom was on the second floor. So I'm like, okay. And so then outside my bedroom was like a little roof ledge, but it was at an angle. So this is the window, and then if you was to open the window and you look down, it's like a little runoff roof it's at a slant. And then right there is the driveway, and then you had the grass part on the other side, just to paint a picture. Get visual with me, okay? So, boom, I'm like, well, shoot, I'm trying to being off fast and being irrational, just trying to hang out because everybody else hanging out, just trying to be down with the crew, everybody else outside, it's summertime, let me just go outside. So I'm like, all right, the only way I'm gonna be able to get outside, my friend need me, the only way I'm gonna be able to get outside, well, she don't need me, but she want me to hang out. Hopefully y'all can't hear that, but whatever. So the only way I'm gonna be able to get outside is if I jump out the window.
What? Child. Anyway, so
y'all, I don't know what possessed me. I don't know what on God's green earth possessed me to think me could jump out the window. Like, what, girl, off a two-story, the second floor, jump from the second floor down? I'm like, okay, but girl, I was determined I was getting out of this house. So I was already came in my plan. I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna jump out the window. That's how, because I can't go through the front door because my mom is downstairs. So I'm like, I can't go through the front door. So what I'm gonna have to do is jump from out my window, and she'll just think I'm upstairs in my room. And then when it's time for me to come back, by the time we end up coming back, I can just go through the front door at this point. But mind you, our front door had an alarm on it, but even though it had an alarm, my mom could not always hear that alarm. And I could easily, she did happen to wake up, I could easily be like, oh, I just went to the garage. Oh, I just went to ruler. Oh, I could, quickly come up with some shit. But for the time being, I was like, I'm just gonna come through the front door, like, cause she gonna be asleep. Woo. No, not this day. Not this day. All the days she want to stay up. Okay. Anyway, so I open my bedroom window. I grab my stuff, grab my phone, grab my keys, got on my little outfit, makeup done. I'm ready to go outside. We outside. So I'm thinking we gonna ride around, maybe go to Buckrow Beach, hang out in the car, just chill, talk, kick it. Like, I'm thinking that's what we finna do. No, if I would have known what all and what's gonna transpire this night, I would have never even went. And Lord knows I was not supposed to. I shouldn't even have went, because after all I think about all and what I did to even get out was not worth what and all transpired. But anyway, boom. So I go. I got the little screen. You know how you pull up your little window and you got the little screen part that you use, the little mesh screen part. I take the screen part on out and I climb. I don't know what this is. I climb my little way out the window. And by this time, they done already pulled up and she like, I'm outside. So I'm like, okay, boom. So I'm out the window and things are starting to, now when I'm looking like at where I'm about to jump, because I'm not gonna jump on the concrete area where the driveway. I'm trying to jump over in the grassy area, so a little more comfortable fall, just in case, So I'm like, all right, let me just go over here let me just jump over here in the grass area. So I go get up on the roof, but things look a little bit more like when you in the moment, like things I didn't dawn on me, like it didn't look like it was that far off the ground, like the second floor was that far off the ground. But once I actually got on the roof and even got, because it's at a slant, so when I even got to the closest part that would have been to the ground, it still was pretty fucking high up. Now, like at this point I can't do it. I'm like, y'all, I can't do this. So now Soraya, she didn't got out of the car and she's like, what are you, like, I'm scared. I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm really scared. Like, I don't think I can do this. And so her female cousin gets out and she like, well, we'll catch you. Mind you, they just as trying to get me out the house as I'm trying to get, like, I don't know why we so eager to get out of this house. Like, I don't know. Whatever. So she like, oh, well, I'll catch you. And I'm like, Deanna, I'm hyping myself up like, you can't be no punk. You gotta do this. You done made it this far. These people done came and got you. Woody woo. You can't be no punk. So I'm like, all right, I gotta do it. I'm already on the roof. Ain't no going back. If you done got your behind up on this roof, it ain't no going back. Cause how you gonna explain to your mama how you done got up on the roof? Backstory. When I was in elementary school, the monkey bars was like the scariest thing on the playground to me. And the kids used to be so fearless and they would get on the monkey bars and climb on top of the monkey bars. But all monkey bars is not made like monkey bars. Like once you get on top of it, it's a height difference stuff. So it was one time where I was on the playground and I tried to be like all the rest of the kids. You see what following the leader gets you? Kids, nowhere. Following the leader gets you nowhere. Just moving. I'm following all the other kids and got my happy behind on these monkey bars on the top, sitting like how you could sit on top of the monkey bar and actually sit down. I just got on top of it, trying to climb across of it, but the bars were so spaced out that it was like I would have to reach longer than what my body actually was. So I got stuck on the monkey bars, crying and everything. The teacher had to come get me and get me off the monkey bars. And you know what she told me after I got off the monkey bars? Don't get your ass back on the monkey bars no more. And I was like, you right, I ain't gonna get up there. The same thing, I tell you this. When I got on that roof, I went back to that same space when I was a little girl on the monkey bars and was like, I can't do these heights. It's something with these heights. Anyway, I grew the balls because I was like, it's no way I'm gonna be able to explain this shit. So I grew the balls and I jumped. I stuck my landing. My ankle buckled a little bit, but baby, I'm on the ground now. Let's roll. We out here. We outside. We didn't make it. We didn't got through the hardest part, and that's getting out of the house. And now we're about how I'm gonna get back in later, but we outside. Let's see what we doing. What we getting into now already? Like, what we getting into? What I doing? Get in the car. It's light skin. It's dark skin. It's me. It's Soraya and Soraya's cousin. We going and we just riding around. We not even doing nothing. Like, I think we roll around. I don't even remember where we was rolled to, but we just riding in the car. And Soraya already had a thing for dark skin. That's probably why I don't know his name, because I never really talked to him because they was always booed up or whatever. So she was already booed up with dark skin. So it was just left light skin, me and the cousin. But me and light skin I already knew him because I hung with them prior. Okay, so I already knew light skin, but me and light skin won't doing too much, which really I have a whole nother story I can tell about light skin if y'all want to hear that one. Cause that's a whole so that just was a whole lot of drama in itself. So if you want to hear the story time about light skin, just comment down below. So doing nothing. Honestly doing nothing. So we ended up, I'm thinking we finna be out all night. Like, I'm talking about to like 12 o'clock, at least 1 o'clock. Light skin on curfew. He on curfew, and mind you, detail that I missed. Light skin is the driver. Like, we're in his car, he's driving, this is his car, woo woo woo. So we can't even, like, once it's time for him to go, we all gotta go, because this dude is who picking everybody up. This dude driving. Mind you, he already a criminal. Okay, he already has a record. He was about, what, 18? Already had a record. And he was on he had a curfew. Like, his probation was that he had to be inside the house for a certain time. And then his mom, it was either his mom was like, she was making sure on top of, boy, you know you supposed to be inside with Wood. So he had to go because his mom was calling him and like, where you at? Like, she was really trying her best to keep him out of trouble. I wonder where he's at today. I do not know, but I can't even remember, but whatever. So yeah, so his mom was like calling him. He had curfew, so his mom was calling him back to back to back. He like, oh, mom on the way, woo woo woo. And mind you, I probably only been outside for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And I'm like, what was the point of me jumping out of the window, risking my health to come outside? And we only outside for 30 minutes. So I'm like, child, I could have been inside the house. Y'all could have talked to me over the phone. So light skin, I'm like, well, shoot, I can't go back inside. Like, his mama calling him like, you need to bring your ass back inside. I think we may have dropped off. No, we didn't drop off nobody. I think I was the first person to get dropped off. And then the rest of them, because I think they all stayed on the other side of town. So I was like the first person, I think, to get dropped off. So he come back to the neighborhood. We can't go back in because I'm like, my mama is still up. Like, I'm not going to be able to go back inside. So he like, just call her and see where they all conspiring. Like, just call her to see where she at. And I'm like, no, because then it's going to prompt her to woo. And then I don't know how I'm going to get back inside. Mind you, I should have got out the car to check the garage. Well, her car, because it's like we had a side door to the garage with a window. I could have clearly looked inside to see if her car was there, because at the time her car was not even there. So I could have just walked inside the house, whatever. So boom, I'm in the car. We still trying to come up with a game plan of how I'm gonna get back inside the house. They like, we coming up with stuff like, they like, call, do this, do that, can you go do that? You know, all just trying to find a way to get me back inside the house. And I'm like, bro, I cannot go back in. This lady gonna be like, when did you even go outside? Boom. pause right there. Pause for the cause. We go, oh, it's a park. Like where my house is right across the street from the neighborhood park. So at the park is 2 boys. I know them. They're community boys. We used to kick it. Woo woo woo. They already out there. They had nothing to do with, like, they weren't with me. They ain't know I was outside. They just so happened to be outside or whatever. So they was over there already. I didn't even realize that they were even over there, whatever. They was over there. So, and I see, as soon as I get out the car, I see my mom's boyfriend at the time, who was there too, or whatever. They're coming around the roundabout. So as soon as I get out the car, my first instinct was to run. So I run, I see them coming around, and I run across the street to the park, and I hop the fence to the park. Okay, sorry. Mind you, the car's still there, but this dude got tinted windows, so he not even paying. They not even paying attention to the car that's parked on the side of the house or whatever. I done ran across the street and jumped, hopped the fence, and I done lay in the grass and tried to blend in. But mind y'all, I got on this neon pink shirt. So I'm laying so still that it gets my mom's attention anyway, because I got on this bright ass fucking shirt. So it gets her attention anyway, and she panicking because she think I'm lay over there dead. So they come around the roundabout, pulling into, and mind you, I'm right here. The house is right across the street from the park. So I'm in the park. They're right across the street, okay, coming across. And so she see me laying, so she stopped the car, and she like, Deanna, are you okay? Like, literally, like, Deanna, is that you? Like, literally yelling my name, thinking like something's wrong with me, because she think I'm over there dead. And I'm really over there trying to blend the fuck. I'm trying to camouflage. Just like, this how dumb teenagers really be. Like, I'm over there trying to camouflage in a neon pink shirt and blue jeans, light blue jeans. Even in the night, you still can see me, bro. Like, what? You still can see me. Okay. So, boom. She comes. So, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I'm caught. I gave up. I'm caught. I tried to camouflage. I'm caught. I walk right past the car. Mind you, it's the 2 boys at the park. So, they think I was outside with them 2. So, they're getting... That's a whole nother... I'm not even finna get into that. They think I was outside with them. Those, like, the 2 boys. I was not even outside with them, which I had to apologize to them for all of them shenanigans, because I wasn't even with them. They just happened to be outside. Everybody, it was summertime. Everybody is outside. Everybody. I'm the only, can't even go outside. Whatever. Everybody outside. It's the summertime. They was already over there, and so I just got up and walked in the house. She like, what were you doing? I'm getting questioned. I'm getting drilled. I'm getting interrogated like this the police. She interrogated me down. You know how my moms be. Where was you? Who was you with? Why was you at? What was you thinking? I'm thinking you dead. You got me over here raising my blood pressure, thinking something wrong with you. I'm thinking somebody done kidnapped you. And then I'm like, it done went from... I'm getting interrogated now. I'm like, I ain't answering no questions. I'm keeping it completely silent, because this did not go how I thought it was supposed to go. So the dude, light skin, mind you, I didn't get on punishment for this. I thought I was gonna get on punishment. I thought my phone was gonna get taken. I really just got ridiculed the whole time. Not even ridiculed, but I got interrogated down. That was enough. And I got talked to, a strong talking to. or whatever. So I go up to my room after the strong talking to and interrogation. I go up to my room because now I didn't got caught and I didn't got embarrassed in front of everybody. Because mind you, the people in the car, they seen everything that happened. Like, they seen it play out. So mind you, and they still there. So the dude, light skin, he had my number. You know, he was trying to mack or whatever, trying to mack on the kid or whatever, That's probably why they wanted to come get me so bad, because he probably was like, where that girl we was with the other night, like, let's go get her, or whatever. Even though we ain't do nothing at that time, we did not do nothing, or we weren't even talking like that. Like, he was older. He was I was trying to help him. Like, we was talking about him getting a job and all this other stuff, like goals. We was talking about goals. I was case managing even back then. Okay, so boom. So he was sitting here, like, he was like, are you okay? Like, why didn't you just get back in the car? What would make you run across the street? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I should have did that. I really should have. Then I was like, if I would have known she was gone, I really would have just went back in the house. Like, I really could have just went back in the house and everything would have been cool. I didn't even think. And then the crazy part about it is, if I would have just got out the car and went around the house, I could look through the kitchen window. Because we had, like, I could have just went in the backyard and looked through the kitchen window to see who was downstairs. That's the crazy part. Like, this could have all been avoided if I just used my head. But better yet, moral of the story is, if you not supposed to be outside after, because this was after street lights and everything, just don't go. Because half of the time at 11 or 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, it ain't nothing happening. It ain't nothing spread open, but you know what? Okay? It ain't nothing spread open with that. And it was no reason for, like, we was never even doing anything. Like, it was never no plans to go nowhere. We couldn't go nowhere. Nobody was of age to do anything. It's not like we going to a lounge, hookah lounge. We hanging out. Nobody got their own place. Only thing he have is a car. Everybody's still staying with their parents. We're still teenagers. It was no reason for us to even be outside. Like, we were literally just being outside, riding around, and anything could have happened. Like, he could have had something in the car. Like, anything could have went down. So more of the story is, I should have stayed my black ass in the fucking house instead of trying to lose an ankle, trying to hang out and be all in a boy face. That's it. That's it. Punishment, girl. I thought my mom was gonna kill me, okay? But she didn't. I lived that day. I lived to see another day. Guys, so this wraps up our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I have a couple more stories that I want to tell you all, and a couple more videos that I have planned. So just stay tuned for more. Peace.